Hello, Magic Makers. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Roxanne Higgins, the Growth and Joy Alchemist. And today I'm here to talk to you about the importance of acknowledgement and acceptance when it comes to shadow work. Because often that is 50% or more of the work. And it can be enough to completely clear or integrate a shadow aspect. For those of you that don't know what your shadows are, they are the parts of you that you hide, bury, deny, maybe not even consciously, the parts of yourself that you don't particularly like, like I say, you might not even be aware of, things that you struggle with and you don't know why. They can be limiting beliefs. They can be sort of ongoing repetitive thoughts. They can be aspects of your personality that you're not comfortable with. And like I say, it's sometimes quite often deeply buried. So one of the simplest shadow work tools, but the most impactful, I find, is to keep an acknowledgement list. So it's when you notice something that grinds your gears, triggers you, makes you feel a certain way, sort of, uncomfortable or worse, a belief that comes up, and just note it down, because sometimes just that acknowledgement can be enough to clear it. And if you can accept it about yourself, even better. It can be huge. It can be enough to make you go, actually, what was I even worried about? It can take the emotional charge right out of the thing. So yes, and that's the kind of foundations I teach in my membership, the Energetic Leadership Portal. So those are the shadow work foundations that I teach at the very beginning and I guide people to at the start. Obviously, in the membership, you can go to any aspect of it that you want to start with, and there's all sorts of different topics in there, from shadow work to there's a cash cleanse, and then right now we're working on magnetism multiplied. There's stuff around intuition. There's all sorts in there, but I always tell people to go to the shadow work section first and work through that. And like I said, that is, I think, the simplest but best shadow work tool there is, because even just writing something down, it's an act of acknowledgement, and to acknowledge it often naturally evolves into acceptance. So it's super powerful in that way, but also you can start to see patterns. Once you start to see patterns in the things that are coming up for you, you can then think, oh, actually, there's something going on here. There's something deeper. I need to work through this, or I need some help with this. And you can reach out and get that help, or find a way to work through it yourself. If you, I don't know, for example, if you repeatedly note down money issues, maybe the same time every month or even every week, you're struggling to pay bills and feeling shit for it, you can see the pattern. You can see it keep cropping up, and you can think, actually, what else is going on here? What's the belief, and how can I shift that? It's also the foundations of my Be Your Own Shadow Healer, which is a self-led course. I will drop the details for both in the comments, because yeah, huge. If you want a shadow work process that will work to go through on your own, that's super simple but super powerful, absolutely the one. But obviously it's part of the membership as well, so if you join that, it's there for free and downloadable, so you can keep it, which is one of the bonuses. So yeah, it's a simple list. And I would recommend you keep the list on your phone, because you've always got your phone with you. or to hand, rather than a notebook that you might not be able to find, or pages and pages of paperwork. You can just pop it on the list on your phone. And the other thing I teach in this process is how to prioritise those things, so you know which is the most important thing to work on first. So yeah, acceptance, acknowledgement and acceptance are key in shadow work. Often all it needs. I'm going to leave that there.